So the other day, I went to Denzū-in. It's a Tokugawa funerary temple that was located in Koishikawa village in the Edo period. Today, that place is called Bunkyo Ward, and it's maybe 10 or 15 minutes on foot from Korakuen Station, Suidobashi Station, or Tokyo Dome. Anyways, it's rainy season now, so it was pretty overcast when I went, and I wanted to do a tour of the entire cemetery because it's massive. But just as I arrived, it started to rain. Lucky me. Also, I didn't have an umbrella, so I hid under trees and hid under whatever I could and tried to shoot as much as I could as quickly as I could. So it's a shorter video than I wanted to do, but I hope you like it. Here you go. So the first grave I visited is the most important one here. That's the grave of Odai-no-kata. She was the mother of Tokugawa Ieyasu, the first shogun. Her given name was just Dai, or Daiko, and Odai-no-kata is just a courtly title. So when you're the mother of the shogun, people don't just call you, hey, whatever. Use your informal name. Anyways, when she retired from public life, she took the Buddhist name Denzū-in. And when she died in Edo in 1602, she was buried here, and this temple, Denzū-in, took her name. Her grave is very typical of daimyo families of that period. Yeah, look at the shape, and look at that great stonework there, very Edo period. And moving right along, the second grave I visited was that of Sen-hime. Hime is usually translated as princess, but actually it's just an honorific title for the daughter of a noble or a samurai, so it's kind of like san or sama are used today, but only for women. Also, like Odai-no-kata's real name was just Dai, Sen-hime's real name was just Sen. Anyway, she was the chojo, or firstborn daughter of the second shogun Tokugawa Hidetada. So, to me, it's very logical that she would be buried at the same temple as the first shogun's mother. And she's kind of interesting. As a child, she was married to Toyotomi Hideyoshi's son, Toyotomi Hideyori, to form a political treaty between the two clans. But after the death of Hideyoshi, of course, everything went to shit, and Tokugawa Ieyasu began his final power grab and tried to establish a shogunate. So he took Sen-hime back when he annihilated the Toyotomi clan, and later he remarried her to the Honda clan, who lived in Himeji Castle. After her husband died, she retired and took the Buddhist name Denzū-in, and that is the name that is written on her grave that you see here. Very typical noble grave of the early Edo period. By the way, this is a fascinating cemetery. There's such a mix of modern graves and these ancient early Edo period graves. And I can't film it for obvious reasons, but there's actually a funeral going on right now. And I'm assuming it was a very influential person because they have massive signs announcing it, and the building where they're having the ceremony was just, it's packed. It's on a larger scale than anything I've ever seen before. Anyways, you can see all of these cool elite samurai graves all over the place, and from every era, from 1600 to present day. So, before we visit our last grave, I want to show you this muenzuka. A muenzuka is a collection of graves that don't have relatives to look after them, so the temple sort of takes it upon themselves to do the maintenance. If you remember my article about mystery graves that nobody cares about, our next guy was a douche who was buried in a muenzuka until his kamikan, the ceramic urn containing his ashen remains, was moved here to Denzū-in in 1912. Okay, So now we're at our final destination. So this is the grave of Kiyokawa Hachiro. He was one of many contenders for the title of greatest douche nozzle of the Bakumatsu. So his head was allegedly buried here at Denzū-in and then reunited with his body in 1912. And here is the sign. So it says Kiyokawa Hachiro's grave. And then down here in Japanese, Bunkyo Ward put up a sign that says he was a douche.